Good morning. In the previous video lecture, we had discussed significance of principles of management. I would like to bring to your notice that the topic which we discussed in the last video lecture has been removed from your syllabus. So questions from that topic are not going to be there in the exam. So directly we move on to the topic which would be there in the exam. Theories of management. Now I will read out and explain every single line for the better understanding of the topic. Management theories are the set of general rules that guide the managers to manage an organization. So we can understand here theories which have been suggested are the set of rules. Based on that, every organization is going to function. Theories are an explanation to assist employees to effectively relate to the business goals and implement effective means to achieve the same. So, our ultimate aim is to achieve the goals. So, when employees are motivated, when employees are satisfied, when they can relate to the business goals, it is very easy to achieve those goals. Various management thinkers have introduced theories which are based on different approaches. Management thinkers such as Frederick Winslow Taylor, Elton Mayo, Henry Fayol, etc. So these are some names which have been very renowned management thinkers have introduced the theories which are based on different approaches. These theories are applicable in all types of organizations. So every small, medium and large organization have applied these theories. With appropriate modifications, every manager can use these theories by adding some innovative techniques and strategies. So these theories can be modified. We can add some ideas, we can add some concepts, we can add some new concept and innovative ideas. But the base would remain the same. It means these old theories are the basis of modern management theories. Organizations, workforce, and society are facing some common problems, such as centralization of authority. That means when work is assigned to employees, but power and authority is not assigned. So there comes a problem. Stress, another problem which employees have been facing for a long time. Low motivation. When employees are not motivated, they will not get involved in the organizational activities. Environmental issues, behavioral problems, health problem, work-life balance, accountability, etc. These have been some problems which have to be resolved very quickly. Theories of management definitely provide solution in such issues to the management people. So what do these theories do? They suggest some solutions to these problems. So we move on to next page. So first theory can be seen here given by Henry Fayol. Henry Fayol's administrative theory of management. This theory is also termed as Fayolism. So Henry Fayol, 1841 to 1925. So he was born on 29th July 1841 and he died on 19th November in 1925. He was a French mining engineer who turned a leading industrialist and a successful manager. He started his career as a mining engineer in a French mining company and rose to the position of the chief managing director. So we can understand here, he started his career as a mining engineer and he achieved and attained the position of the chief managing director. Through this long career, he observed and learned management problems and worked on those problems, and he came out with excellent solutions to these problems. After conducting many experiments and observation in organization, Fayol proposed 14 principles of management which are explained in his famous book, General and Industrial Administration. Due to his contribution in development of managerial thoughts, he is called as father of modern management. So dear students, in exam you have 5 multiple choice questions, and this is very important question from the exam point of view. You can be asked in the exam about father of modern management. So you must remember his name, Henry Fayol. Fayol suggested 14 principles of management. These statements serve as a guideline for decision making and management actions. So today we are going to summarize these principles. Point number 1, principle of division of work. In this first point, we will discuss how is work divided between employees and on what basis the work is divided. Point number 2, we have principle of authority and responsibility. So here we will learn how authority and responsibility go hand in hand. Point number 3, we will have principle of discipline. So in this point we will see how good discipline is important in every organization. Point number 4, we have principle of unity of command. So here you will see how do employees receive orders. Point number 5, principle of unity of direction, which means one head or one manager is going to direct the whole team. Principle of subordination of individual interest to organizational interest. Here we will see that individual's interest is less important. Rather, organizational interest is more important. Principle of centralization. So here we would see how powers and authorities are delegated. Next, we have principle of remuneration. In this principle, you will understand how fair remuneration is decided and paid to employees. Point number 9, we have principle of scalar chain. In this point, you will learn how communication is done in the organization. Point number 10, we have principle of order. So everything at the right time and at the right place will be learned in this principle of order. Point number 11, we have principle of equity, where you will understand that every employee in the organization is equal, should be treated equally. Point number 12, we have principle of stability of tenure. So in this, every employee will be given assurance of job security. Point number 13, principle of initiative. In this point, employees are motivated to take initiatives and to come up with some innovative ideas. Point number 14, principle of esprit de corps, which means teamwork. So Fayol believed in teamwork. So all these 14 principles will be elaborated and discussed in the next video lecture. Thank you very much.